heavyweight title before, there was a certain initials in front of it that wasn't TNA. But now being the TNA World Heavyweight Champion, when I won that, and I can't put it into words how special that was for me.
AJ Styles is one of a kind. He has a style that nobody can really compare it to. You can't really compare AJ Styles to anybody else. He's explosive. He's exciting to watch. He has a lot of great technique. He has a lot of big dangerous moves.
I think when AJ Styles won the TNA World Heavyweight title, he removed a lot of the doubts. People had questioned him in the past. They knew he was terrific as an X Division competitor, as a tag team wrestler, but this was his chance to prove that he deserved to be World Heavyweight Champion.
On November 22nd, 2009, the phenomenal AJ Styles defended his TNA World Heavyweight Championship against Samoa Joe and Daniels in a three-way war, while Kurt Angle was looking to put a stop to his cunning nemesis, Desmond Wolfe. At the end of the night, TNA wrestling fans witnessed two historic bouts that were voted the top two matches of the year in 2009. AJ Styles walked away with his TNA World Championship. Kurt Angle proved to the world that he was still at the top of his game. It was only a matter of time before Angle would demand a shot at World Championship number 14. Hulk Hogan has achieved immortal status in this industry. His legacy, his accolades, his immortality in professional wrestling are second to none. But the world was still asking why? Why TNA Wrestling? Why now?
Everybody better have something to bring. Everybody better have something to contribute. If not, I'm going to show them where the door is. This is Dixie Carter's company. This is TNA. I've been hired to make this work better than it's ever worked. I don't have the luxury to lace up the yellow boots or the luxury to lace up the black boots. I have to prove myself. This is new for me too. I've stuck my neck out. I'm not going to let anybody walk the walk or talk the talk unless they can really do it. When I come to TNA, we're going to try to find that lost field. We're going to try to find to put life back into those great wrestlers at TNA. If you depend on writers to talk and you depend on the writers to tell you what to say, if you depend on an agent, an ex-old wrestler in the back telling you how to wrestle in the ring or work your match, if you can't do this on your own, you might as well pack your bags up and go up north. That's what they do there. In TNA, the game changes. You need to be able to talk, walk, deliver, wrestle, and light that place on fire. You've got to work for your job and prove that you've got something to bring to the table. TNA, Dixie Carter, and Hulk Hogan, it's time for the new era. Time for the battle to begin. I'm so psyched, it's unbelievable.
On December 3rd, TNA President Dixie Carter sat down for her first one-on-one interview on national television. She not only cleared the air regarding her new business partner, Hulk Hogan, but also discussed the Icon Sting's retirement and Jeff Jarrett's current situation in TNA wrestling.
Can we talk about the Sting situation as it pertains to TNA?
You know, for me as the president of this company and as a fan, I can't imagine wrestling, much less TNA, without him. But 2 weeks ago when we spoke, he said, you know, you just brought in Hulk Hogan. And I said, yeah, and what are you going to do about it? I think it made him think really hard. Not showing up for that interview was something I didn't expect from him. But quite honestly, I'm not calling him. I'm giving him space right now, and I'm just going to continue to do everything I can to make him make the decision I feel that we all want to see happen, and that's for Sting to stay.
Are you willing to comment on the situation concerning TNA founder Jeff Jarrett, both as it relates to the present and the future with TNA?
The bottom line is there was a personal situation that affected the company. And it put all of us in a very difficult position. Jeff was placed on leave, both as a talent and in his capacity with the company. And, I'd like to leave it at that.
The partnership between yourself, TNA, and Hulk Hogan has been absolutely huge for the organization. Maybe you can take us back and give us a little insight, especially in terms of, well, maybe how the negotiations started between yourself and Hulk.
I had heard Hogan talking about TNA a couple times on the radio, so I decided to give him a call. We talked twice in the past, but it was just never the right time for us to work together. He returned my phone call, and actually, just a couple of days later, 2 days later, he flew to Nashville, came to my house. Actually, we sat in this room right here, and we met and talked for hours, and it just really felt right. I think we both left that afternoon's meeting knowing that we were going to get this done, and it was a very easy negotiation.
What does the partnership with Hulk Hogan mean to TNA?
He brings so much to us. TNA in itself is such a fantastic company, but we need greater awareness. And who better to bring worldwide, talk and exposure to our company than him? He's probably one of the most recognizable people on this planet. He is one of the greatest wrestling minds that there's ever been. And I've never seen him, in the years that I've known and talked to him, to be in such a great place where I feel like his contribution is just going to be tremendous.
I want you to look into the future for me and tell me where you see TNA in the next 10 years.
That talent meeting a few weeks ago, I looked out in the faces of everyone in those stands, and I knew that we were ready. I knew that we were all united in our goal, and that's to make TNA the biggest and most successful wrestling company in the world. The addition of Hulk Hogan, we're not trying to recreate history. We're trying to make history. History for TNA, history for our fans, for our talent, for all those who have stuck with us for 7 years, and for those who are just discovering us today. In the coming days, you'll see exactly how serious we are about taking things to another level.
Partnering up with Hulk Hogan, Dixie Carter has shown the world that TNA is ready to step up to the plate and be the #1 company in the world today.
I know a lot of fans are going to be curious. I know a lot of fans are going to want to see what Hulk Hogan's going to bring to the table. They're going to want to hear what he has to say. They're going to want to see Hulk Hogan do his thing. And you know what? I'm going to want to see him too.
Dixie Carter had promised to take TNA wrestling to another level. On Saturday, December 5th, in front of millions of fans, live from the UFC Tough season finale on Spike TV, Hulk Hogan made another huge announcement.
It is my honor to be here with one of the greatest professional wrestlers of all time, sports and entertainment, huge personality, the one and only Hulk Hogan. I understand that you have recently announced a partnership with TNA Wrestling and its president, Dixie Carter, and you're going to be moving to Spike TV. We're going to see some Hulkamania on Spike TV. Tell us more about that.
Well, brother, tonight I got a ton of energy, and I'm partners with Spike, I'm partners with Dixie Carter, I'm partners with TNA, and we just got the green light, brother. On January 4th, TNA Impact, we're going wide open. We're going to battle with a WWE Monday night, January 4th. Hulk Hogan and TNA, we're coming after everybody.
After nearly a decade, TNA Impact was firing the first shot at the competition, going head-to-head with WWE in what promised to be the biggest TNA Impact in company history.
I'm fired up about that. Going head-to-head with WWE, that's what TNA needs. We're hungry. We're ready. Are we WWE yet? No. Are we gonna be? Yes.
What a great way to get started for 2010 by going live for 3 hours on a Monday night. TNA has all the tools. It has great wrestlers. 2010 should be a huge year for us.
It's shaking up the wrestling world. It's got people talking again.